Did you know that harmful LDL cholesterol can rise particularly easy in some people? In this video, I'll explain why and what role your genes play in this. Although cholesterol has a bad reputation, it is essential for life. Our cells use it to build cell membranes, hormones, vitamin D, bile acids, and the insulation of nerve cells. In our blood, there are essentially two main forms of cholesterol, the good HDL cholesterol and the bad LDL cholesterol. If the bad LDL cholesterol rises too high over a long period, it can lead to deposits in the blood vessels. As a result, blood can no longer flow as effectively through the arteries, and cardiovascular diseases can develop. And just because it is so important to keep LDL cholesterol in check, evolution has given us specific genes whose job it is to regulate cholesterol precisely. Let's take a closer look at this process. One source of LDL cholesterol is a high-fat diet. In particular, animal saturated fatty acids lead to an increase in cholesterol. However, there is another source, and that is our body itself. The body can produce its own cholesterol, which then ends up in the blood. So through these two different sources, cholesterol rises. Now let's turn to the cholesterol regulating genes. These are responsible for ensuring that there is always enough, but not too much cholesterol. However, it can also be different. Cholesterol is introduced into our bloodstream from various sources. And now comes the problem. Some people have inherited defective cholesterol regulating genes from their parents. These genes can no longer perform their regulatory function, and LDL cholesterol can become dangerously high. What can be done about high cholesterol levels? First, it is important to reduce intake through food as much as possible. This means less fatty meat and animal saturated fats. Nutrients such as phytosterols can also help. This plant cholesterol, which is harmless for humans, interferes with fat absorption from the intestine, blocking the absorption of fat into the body and thereby lowering cholesterol. Another option is omega-3 in fish oil capsules, but be careful, there's also an important genetic aspect that can, depending on the ApoA1 gene, reverse the effect of omega-3 and even worsen cholesterol. As important as cholesterol is for our body, we depend on the function of our regulatory genes to protect our heart. How we then react to the circumstances with our diet is up to us.